Hi guys, it's Clint from Ice Fitness. Guys, I'm doing this video for a client of mine who needs to work on his transverse abdominals. So I'm going to give you a quick overall. The transverse abdominals wrap around your midsection, they form a corset. They're the stabilizing muscle. They're the muscle that switches off in most of us because through school and then later on and we sit in offices and desks and that muscle tends to switch off. That's the endurance muscle that supports you and supports your lower back. If it's not working, the big power muscles that move you and drive you, they're trying to support your back and they're not endurance muscles, they get tired. So when you're sitting long, standing long, you're getting a sore back, chances are your transverse abdominal is not firing up properly. That's why Pilates is getting so popular now, because it works on that muscle. That's generally why Pilates is so important and why people have back problems. The physio sends you off to Pilates. The problem is most people go to Pilates classes and Pilates has become commercialized and it's all about toning. Pilates is not about toning. Pilates is about your transverse abdominals and making sure your body's firing up correctly. Anyway, I can go on about that forever. To make sure your transverse abdominals is firing up, what you've got to do to start off is lie on your back, find a neutral spine. Now when I say a neutral spine, we've spoken about that in some of the other videos, it's the position where you've got a couple of curves in your back and they're all aligned. So I'm going to keep it nice and simple. We tilt the pelvis forward, tilt the pelvis back, find the level in between that. If you want to be a bit more accurate, create a bit of a V in between your fingers, press that down into the pelvis. If this curve is rolling downwards, your pelvis is more now in a posterior tilt. If the curve is up that way, it's also out of line. So we need that to be nice and level. Once you've got that, take your fingers and place them into your pelvis. Find the pelvic bone, slide it in quite tightly. You guys, you've got to feel this, you've got to push down. This is not a gentle feeling. Relax the stomach completely, and there's two ways of firing it up. You can either draw the belly button in towards your spine, as if you're trying to put in a tight pair of jeans, suck everything in, or you can fire up your pelvic floor by pretend you need to go make a pee and you just hold that pee really hard and you'll get a drawing in tightening sensation down in the pelvis, round about just lower than your belly button position. If you can feel that little muscle pop up under the fingers, you know you've got it. Now the idea is you want to isolate that muscle to start off. So before we do that, take one hand, place it on your belly, on your stomach over the top, and just do a cough and feel that jump up. That's the muscle you don't want to feel. That's your rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscles. That'll work when you move and drive. You don't have to teach him anything. The guy deeper, that's what you want to feel. So take one hand into your pelvis, one hand over the top. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Feel that little muscle, transverse abdominals fire up along the fingers. And I want you to still feel quite soft up here. So we don't want your stomach to bow out, which is your big rectus abdominals. We just want the flattening, and then very gently inhale. Keep that muscle fired up and gently bring one leg up and take 10 breaths, guys. The leg is creating resistance to pull the pelvis forward and you're just stabilizing that slightly. Breathe in lower after 10 breaths. Inhale, exhale, lift. Slowly back down. Then what we can do is we take this first leg up again and we can take the second leg up and hold that again for 10 breaths. Don't expect to feel a big burn, guys. It's just to focus on switching it on and holding it on. From there, if you feel you've got that, you can feel the muscle. We're going to a side plank position. We're going to place your elbows under your shoulders, your knees on top of one another. Priority again, navel draws in towards your spine. Feel that flattening, guys. So I can almost show you, there's just a normal stomach. As I draw it in, it flattens. It brings itself in as if you're trying to show how skinny you are, and then bring yourself up and hold that position. We're going to feel this in the obliques, you're going to feel it around the back in the QL, but make sure you're drawing the belly button in and lift up nice and high, hold that position. Let's say put a watch in front of you and hold that for about 35 seconds to start, slowly down and then lower again back to the other side. Then we're going to do it through moving into rotation. We're going to cross your legs, sit up as straight as you can, again draw the navel in towards your spine, hands up to the front, exhale, inhale back, exhale, inhale back. Again guys, rotating, but keep that navel drawn in towards your spine. Last but not least, I'm going to do one against the wall here now, guys. So we're going to move against the wall. This is a more aggressive way of firing it up. Keep yourself up nice and straight. And every time you exhale, you're going to deep inhale, and as you exhale, I want the navel to draw in quite powerfully. So I'm going to lift my top and show you what I'm talking about. So there we go. Just for a relaxed stomach, and you're looking is to get the transverse abdominals to fire up and draw everything in towards the spine. Now, after about 20 or 30 of those guys, you'll start feeling something happening in the stomach. That can be done now when you're walking, talking, sitting, and keep practicing those exercises in conjunction with this, and walking around, talking. Every time you exhale, draw the navel in. You'll find yourself getting taller. Your low back problems will start to decrease. And we'll give that a go, guys. That's just a really basic on your transverse abdominals. I've given you 3 exercises, 4 exercises with the standing to do. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when I do more Pilates exercise in the future. Otherwise, guys, please share this. Hope this helps you, and well, make sure you do it. Cheers, guys. Bye.